ultimately this story revolves around donations and whatnot, and this wouldn't really happen with obviously the PN's financial situation. It's always in the paper. What is the current financial situation of the PN?
In the past years, in the 3 years, we have been there because I'm just over the 2.5 years now. The PN situation as a party has improved drastically. We've now posted a second-year profit-making situation, audited accounts from a big firm, and this year we'll be posting a 250,000 profit. So it looks better than it was. We do have double the assets than we have debt, so we're on good financial sound, and hopefully we'll increase on that and be prepared even as such in the future, in the challenges that we have in the future.
So how were the PN able to suddenly start making a profit? What exactly changed?
Well, I have a huge control on expenses. We have maximized our intakes of monies, mainly with the activities. The amounts of money, the hundreds of thousands that come in from the activities is incredible. Everything we do, every idea that we've had, even if it's a shopping basket, has made a lot of money. That obviously, if properly controlled and managed, then you start, when you take off your expenses and you increase your sales, then automatically you'll get a profit. But with all the officials not getting paid, with the budgets that I gave CAP's office and the Secretary General's office, which are very stringent, and the least amount of money that we've spent over the past years now, history nearly, I think we've curtailed our expenses and maximized our sales.
But on to Medialink itself. Now, Medialink, the actual company, hasn't really hasn't published its financial accounts since 2005. Correct. Why?
I can't answer you for the past, but in the past years, we are trying to sew up the accounts that we've had for these years. I believe it was 9 or 10 years that they haven't filed. It is not right that somebody doesn't file. Medialink, when I founded there, was losing money. We were losing about $1 million a year, which is too much. Now, this year, we have managed to put down that loss to 400,000, and hopefully by September next year, we'll be at a zero level. Again, there was a lot of costs to be done, a lot of rethinking, a lot of the restructuring that all came and made our jigsaw puzzle a bit easier these past months.
And was the party at all fined for not publishing any accounts?
I don't believe so.
Is that a bit wrong, though? Wouldn't it?
I don't believe so. I think two wrongs don't make a right, never. But I believe not even the Labour Party did. But I'm concerned about my situation, and no, it's these have to be arranged. Don't really.
And do you have a date for when you would like to see these accounts published, or is that sort of?
It is a long thing because you've got to go into history. I would like to have them published by next year if I can. But obviously you have to sew up a lot of things, a lot of files, you have to go through every paper. It's not an easy job. Unfortunately, it should be done as it should be done each year, which makes it easier for the audit company. But those are the facts.
So obviously, I mean, you've talked about how the party is making a profit now, but the PN's debt has been, I mean, reported from 4 million to 20 million, and all these figures have been thrown around like nothing. What is the exact debt level of the PN nowadays?
People played bingo with the numbers, unfortunately, and obviously gave us a bad light, and repeat. You believe that those numbers, there was one who quoted 36 million of debt. The debt actually hovers around the 20 million. The PN has assets of 40 million, which are double. And in the next years, that debt will go down and the 40 million will go up. So as we have a financial ratio at the moment 1:2, eventually we'll have a financial ratio of 1:3. So it will be sound. The Partito Socialista would never go bankrupt or stop or close. It's just, unfortunately, the figment of imagination of some people. Obviously, not everybody loves the party. Some actually hate the party. But the truth, as they say, must be told.
So just one more question on party media itself. Do you believe there's a future for party media at all? You know, recently MP Chris Syed said sort of the end is nigh for these party-owned media stations. They are sort of almost like an albatross around the party's neck. Where do you stand on it?
Yes, both medias I'm sure lose money and have lost money because they have not changed the model that they started maybe 20 years ago, unfortunately. What was good 20 years ago is not good anymore. Setups, restructurings, line of thought also has to be changed. I've restructured that. I've put in a team of people. I think we'll be getting on, and should hopefully we get the no loss situation next year, I think we have something to be really proud of.
Regardless of the financial situation, the allegations Adrian Delia is facing, the party, regardless, continues to perform very poorly in the polls. You know, the gap keeps on growing larger. I mean, what will happen to the Nationalist Party if in 2 years' time, whenever the election is called, it loses by an even bigger margin? Does the party threaten to become irrelevant then?
At the moment, the polls show like that, and you have to respect polls. Although from one poll to another, sometimes Labour Party loses 25,000 votes. The Nationalists don't increase, but we don't talk about the 25,000 that Labour lost because that's not news. The news is that the Nationalists don't go up. But anyway, those are the hard facts. There's a big portion even of people who are answering as such. I don't know. There's a big portion of no voters. I think it's not what the Nationalist Party is going to be or not in the next election. I think what Malta is going to be in the next election, what Maltese voters, whether they decide to vote or not to vote, will pave the way of the future of Malta. It's really in each and everybody's hands. If you decide not to vote, you have a right of not voting, yes. But obviously you will be helping what the future is going to be. And I think with the circumstances that we have, I don't know, not voting or voting Labour is not exactly the right option.